Engine kunono yokin karom chen sponsor chen Center for Martial Studies lo college in Arroy. Imitin mayan Leto Letak Melele. Fogaje wan chodinin kunono wan chodinin ijikicheno campaign of free association. Ilawan ne tayo ni walangan kay elegant photo yung rongol chilu iya. Mola niya naroon mga lakot kaya imerong kurdo tigan Sam Annam Chen Congregational Church manantan kabalak cara wadilo chodin in writing tigan Annam
Ijana cilla bukan ruan emcar pinjar kia kami kamolo kan jala teme mujalan kamolo itu nian kebuat ko baik kami pendon alam Jubu katahan kilam kau mana manglok cerbal kenam idol lalina dari pendai nodem di rakpo badok jin kumolgan menodem di koi kajaraman kemgagi kumolgan yenin yang man dadok melale oraman to kami marong puli yang malam nakari karangat ngurgen an lalina dialog calalog jen perut kacuju peri penale bilo coba ini raini kakak organ ilah net pegembala lagi roman imberi dojan budaya reina berapa baru dia komorgan budaya rein yang orang terjun tinggi komorgan rein untuk tinggi berapa baru ilah dan cies kemikan kayak dia komorgan
Yung manage polok nano Iloran College in Arroy, a Executive Vice President Elia Sabalan Sabudi. Choyong mo ka may lechon kapobo. This is Elia.
Yakoy. Good afternoon, everyone. Before I begin, I would like to give thanks to God, our Heavenly Father, for the countless blessings He has bestowed upon our college, our students, and our nation. And also for this opportunity to extend a warm yakuyakoy to all of you that have participated this evening. On behalf of the President, President Kenneth Woodbury, who is currently off island, he's attending meetings with leaders of higher education institutions in the Micronesian regions. On behalf of the President and also the Board of Regents, faculty, staff, students of the College of the Marshall Islands, I wish to welcome you all to CMI's second Leto Letak Melele Forum. Today, we are honored to have with us special guests, honorable ministers from the national government, and I would like to acknowledge our Minister of Foreign Affairs, Mr. John Silk, who is one of our presenters today, honorable members of the Diplomatic Corps, U.S. Ambassador Martha Campbell, who is also our presenter today, Yahweh, welcome, and other members from the U.S. Embassy. I would also like to acknowledge the President of the Chamber of Commerce, who's our third presenter. I'm not sure if he's first, second, or third, but he's also our presenter for this evening. And also members from the Chamber of Commerce organization and CMI Board of Regents, Maria Fowler, who has joined us this evening. I would also like to welcome, especially and in particularly, our students at CMI. Kumayang mall, kanami ang karkuba to galo rainin, elugunaur, manari ang Leto Letak Melele pagkadrong lamalak, em kalabalok chalay lagi janay nas. Our topic of discussion today, Compact 2023. What's next? I think it's an important topic we should all start to think about now. Why? We need to start analyzing the current situation, current issues related to health, issues related to our environment, to our education system, to our economy, to our infrastructure. Because if we don't start thinking about these issues, then we won't envision a better future with us for the country. So as we forge our future, setting out to achieve national goals, we not only want to be able to envision where we want to be, but we also want to start planning. Planning is a very important management tool. It is especially important if there are limited resources available. And along with planning, we need to ensure that we execute our plans. We also need to ensure there's accountability, there's transparency, and there's good governance. If this nation ensures all these three in all its area of work, then we can be sure that whatever goals we set for this nation, we will achieve it. How can we ensure we can achieve these goals we set for this country? Well, one key solution is through education. This country needs educated, skilled people. We need to ensure that our K-12 system and our nation's college succeed. K-12 and the national college succeeding. Their successes mean our students' success. So I urge all of you, the community members, our students, to take advantage of your national college. We are here to serve the community. We are here to serve your needs. Again, I would like to welcome all of you. And finally, I wish to thank David Coverman and his staff for organizing this forum. Kumwaltada, David. I would also like to thank the decoration and the setup team from physical plan and other departments. Alabami ang amol kan ani ang karkaibo yu jenin ngan forum ay narem. Kumwaltada.
Kumolilya. Kuno no yo armo dada. Any Honorable John Silk, Aramay Minister of Foreign Affairs. Cemarong koy chujim karway ni dok Minister rin ngayon John Kapoho.
And I was told that I could speak in English and also in Marshallese. So I have two versions of my speech. One on the left is the Marshallese, on the right is the English version. So I suppose I should ask the audience, should I use Marshallese first or English? But kidding aside, I want to take this opportunity to thank the college for inviting me to represent the government on this very important forum. Let me first acknowledge the acting president, Ilya Saplan Zepti, Mr. David Kofferman, the coordinator of the Marshallese Studies, my fellow panelist, Her Excellency Ambassador Martha Campbell, and Mr. Stephen Phillip, ministers and senators, members of the business community, distinguished guests, our V7AB listening audience, and of course our students, ladies and gentlemen. I am honored and privileged to come before you today to talk about the compact as amended, how it is serving our country, as well as issues on what next after 2023. But I think before I go into that, I think I need to go back in history a little bit so we can have a better understanding of what we are talking about here. The Compact of Free Association between the Republic of the Marshall Islands and the United States, both in its original and amended forms, has defined the relationship between our countries since it first went into effect in 1986. Our relationship with the United States under the Compact has often been described as special and unique. And I believe that this remains an apt description of our relationship with the United States. The Compact is also, however, a very complex document reflecting the fact that our relationship with the United States is multifaceted in nature. Although much has been said about both the original and amended compacts, I believe the best description for both is that they are products of their times. The original compact in the 1980s sought to restore Marshallese sovereignty while giving our young nation the opportunity to develop and build democratic institutions of its own. In that, we succeeded, but at the close of the annual grant assistance for the first 15 years under the original compact, several problems existed that we needed to confront. The original compact contained major reductions or step-downs in economic assistance, as well as the elimination of federal programs, including Bell Grants, in its original form. Yet, at the end of 15 years, the RMI needed more assistance, not less, and have become more dependent on federal programs, not less. In addition, educational levels and several important health statistics had actually declined since the compact started. It was clear that new priorities needed to be established in the amended compact with corresponding change in accountability to the Marshallese people for the actions of its government. Thus, I believe that the amended compact reflects the concerns and priorities of the present day and the needs of our nation in the early 21st century. As all of you know, health and education are the stated priorities in the amended compact. And I'm proud to say that the RMI government has maintained these priorities since the amended compact came into effect in 2004, with substantial increases in education and health investments. We are also starting to see some signs of improvement and early success, although we certainly have a very long way to go. Improving health and education for the Marshallese people will take time, and we must remain focused and committed to this effort. Certainly, the amended compact has greatly benefited CMI under the 5-year Memorandum of Understanding that the RMI has made to this institution. One needs to look around you and look at this campus, and then you can appreciate what this MOU has done to this college. Compact annual grant funding is now determined through the mutual concurrence of both the RMI and U.S. government through the Joint Economic Management and Financial Accountability Committee known as GEMFAC. The GEMFAC has met annually since 2004, and this process, for the most part, has worked well. The system set up in the amended compact, calling for the concurrence of both governments through the GEMFAC in the allocation of annual grant assistance, has allowed the RMI to move forward and implement the amended compact over the past several years based on its plans and priorities, while also providing the U.S. government with the oversight it desires. This mandate of consensus, I like to refer to it, has given us the means to mutually assure our respective constituencies, the Marshallese people and the U.S. taxpayers, that compact funds are being put to good use.